Mike in Roanoke, Virginia. Hey, Mike, what's on your mind?
I was wanting to make 2 points. One, you commented that you're giving a gift to rich people if you give them a tax break. You can't give somebody a gift that they already have. In other words, they should be thanking you for not taking more of their money, number one.
Well, hang on just a second here, Mike. If you walk into a 7-Eleven and you pick up a Hershey bar and you take a big bite out of it, is that your Hershey bar or is it 7-Eleven's?
That's 7-Eleven. This is money they earn.
Okay, so at that point, as soon as you've taken a bite out of that Hershey bar, you owe 7-Eleven $1 for it, right?
Well, whatever they're charging, I guess.
Okay, yeah, let's say it's $1, just for the sake of argument. So if somebody is making, tens, hundreds, thousands of millions of dollars a year here in the United States, and more than half of our court systems are used by businesses, not for criminal purposes, and our laws and legislative efforts, the vast majority of them don't have to do with crimes, they have to do with business. And our banking system is propped up and funded and regulated by all of us through our tax dollars. And those people made their money, manufacturing goods and services that were transported over our highways that we all pay for and, put into stores that we all protect with our fire departments and our police departments. And then you get the companies like, GE or, some of the Coke operations where they pay no income taxes at all. Isn't that the same thing when rich people use the commons that heavily to make all that money, and then they say, yeah, but because I'm Mitt Romney, I'm only going to pay 14% income tax. If you're a surgeon, saving people's lives, you pay 36% income tax. But if you're the real rich in the United States, it's just, Warren Buffett, 14%. Isn't that the same thing as taking a bite out of that chocolate bar, using the commons to get rich, and then saying, I'm not going to pay for this thing?
They're already paying taxes. They're already paying 70% of the tax bill in the country. And also,
no, they're not.
Yeah, those are fine.
No, they're not.
And also,
they're not even close to that. The income tax revenue, first of all, I'm not sure which you're talking about. If you're talking about the top 5%, then we're talking about people who are making $200,000 a year. That's not the rich. That's still the high end of the middle class. And I know that Hannity and Limbaugh love to use those numbers, and there's an old saying about liars and figures. But the fact of the matter is that people well, I guess enough said. Your next point. I interrupted you.
Well, I'll move on about the tax. But anyway, about the health care, sure. I would love for everybody to have health care. It's just not, we're $16 trillion in debt. This is going to cost the country a lot more, just like Social Security, just like Medicare, Medicaid, which are all in the red.
Social Security's not in the red.
Well, I'll put it to you this way.
Social Security has a $2.5 trillion surplus, which is why Pete Peterson has spent $500 million over the last decade trying to get his grubby little hands on it.
Well, why do they keep saying it's going bankrupt by 2021? And that's
because they're hallucinating. 2021, actually it's 2024 or 27, Social Security will be able to pay 80% of what it's paying out now, not 100%, and it'll be that way for the next 100 years. And if you simply said, right now, you only pay Social Security taxes on the first $110,000 of income. If you simply said everybody has to pay Social Security taxes on all of their income, in other words, people like Mitt Romney, who made $20 million last year, he only paid Social Security taxes on the first $110,000. If he had to pay Social Security taxes on the other $19.9 million that he made, then Social Security would be solvent forever. Similarly with Medicare, the Bush administration put in this rule that said that Medicare, when they pay for drugs, they have to pay the full $5 an aspirin pill, the full retail price, rather than negotiate for wholesale prices like the Army does. That's crazy. I mean, it was put in there just to kill Medicare.